So I've got some bad news for Pokemon fans, and in some ways Nintendo fans too, because while Nintendo doesn't outright own Pokemon, they have, I believe, a controlling interest in the company. So, I mean, it pretty much is a Nintendo property. You're never going to see Pokemon on PlayStation or Xbox or Steam. You might see it on cell phones with Pokemon Go, which is a massive hit, but that'll be it. You want to play the mainline games, it's always going to be on a Nintendo product. But Pokemon Go, very popular. I don't know how popular it is now compared to what it was a few years ago when it was all the rage because it was new and everybody was playing it. At the time, I haven't thought about it much since then, but at the time I was thinking it was a good thing for kids because it gets them outside, it gets them doing things. At least they're doing some kind of physical activity, walking, doing stuff. There were some lazy people that would do this shit in their car, but for the most part, it seemed like a positive to me. Well, now the people that are still playing this are a little upset because they rolled out this customizing avatar update where it's not about customizing the avatar. They actually outright changed people's avatars. The whole thing changed. So your avatar got rolled in with the update, and apparently everyone's saying it made their characters ugly. I'm going to show you some examples. The best one is this one right here. There's an even better version down here. Let me get to this and show you. Okay, so on the left is the old version. On the right is the new one. And look at what they did here. A couple of things, and Learning the Law points it out. They've changed pretty much everything about the female avatar. I don't think the male avatars have been changed too much. It's just the female avatars, as usual. This is how it always works. They broadened the shoulders. Makeup's gone. Chin has been expanded. The hips have been modified. That's one of the biggest things that stood out to me were the hips. See how she's leaning to one side a little bit more so that hip pops out and you can really see the definition on that hip. And then you look over here, she's just a back with legs. And she's now standing in a regular kind of male posture, where on the left, she was doing that hip bump thing that a lot of women do. The chest has been flattened. A lot of stuff going on here. Trying to make everybody androgynous, which has been a thing going on for a long time in video games as they try to blur the line between men and women. Now, this person says, so this is, I guess, a male avatar. And this user says now he looks like a lesbian. So I don't really, why do this? Now of all times, you got to ask yourself that. So here's what they actually announced. Wednesday, April 17th, writing on social media, trainers, your avatar can now look more like you. We're excited to announce that new avatar customization options are now live in Pokemon Go. And nobody seems to like this shit. Here's what they said it was all about. Supposedly you were supposed to be able to change color options and have more choices for what your character looks like, and then you see what it changed them into. And people aren't happy. Please change it back. This update is just as bad as the remote raid nerfs. Please change it back. If they don't change it back within 1 month, I won't be playing. I can't stop laughing looking at everyone's hideous avatars. 11 out of 10 joke. No one asked for this. Please revert it. I went over that one. That one was funniest. Why y'all make everybody ugly? Here's another really good example. This one is still doing the hip sway, but you'll notice, obviously, the hips were taken down drastically, and shoulders were still expanded on. And the skin tone has changed, too. That's another thing that I've noticed here. Here's another one. Current solution until the update is reverted. Just put a onesie on. So natural looking. I love it when my flesh clips through my clothing. Here's another one. Revert, go back, delete, go feast ticket may be wasted because I'm not going if my avatar remains weird as fuck. Followed up, editing her was impossible, so I had to cover her up in as many clothes as I possibly could to hide her skin. But then I noticed her hand, F me. So this is concerning because this is a Pokemon product, which is, I mean, directly controlled by Nintendo in a lot of ways. And I would imagine Nintendo, I would think, signed off on this. Here's apparently the team that made that. I don't know. See, people shuffle in and out. I don't even know if these are the people that developed the game. They might be people that shuffled in. And I can already tell why the game was changed into this new bullshit that it's on right now. Just from looking at this picture. Who's the front? Who's the most important person in that picture? That's right. The woke white woman with the short hair, dead center, surrounded by her buddies, and then we put these men in the back. This guy to the right here with the striped, the white and black striped shirt looks like he's just wants to be anywhere but here. He's got that. He's got that. Please take me out face. Get me the hell out of here. The other guy to the left with the glasses, he's like questioning his life decisions. This guy just looks like he's just happy to still be here in the collared shirt. The guy with the receding hairline. So there you go. That's why Pokemon Go is pretty much done. I do worry about Nintendo. I don't know why they would start doing this shit. Nintendo actually is in the best position compared to a lot of the other people making video games because, well, for one, they have a shitload of cash on hand. They don't need loans. They've got a lot of money that they're just sitting on. All their stuff is made off of old hardware, a Nintendo philosophy that they've kind of never shed. They've run everything on old hardware that's more tried and true, and I would imagine cheaper to make games for Nintendo products compared to others, unless, of course, you're trying to port some high-res game to the system, like when they try to put Doom on there and shit. Even though it turns out that game actually turned out okay. Hogwarts Legacy can run on it, but for the most part, it's like playing Hogwarts Legacy on GameCube in a lot of ways. So, you know, they're in a position where all these AAA companies are folding up and laying off and losing tons of money. Nintendo can just keep trucking along, but to see them like bowing to these Western changes is sad. I hope that they'll sit down and maybe think about what the hell they're doing. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.